Alright, hello. I'm back with another little video, and the point of this video is to try and explain the symbolism of the chair, because it pops up in tons and tons and tons of films, in music videos. I mean, it's all over the place, and you might not realize it, but once you do realize what it represents, it'll be like, oh man, look the chair, what they're doing with the chair there. Look what they're doing with the chair there. It is absolutely um, everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And this, again, this might be another thing that ends up occurring, as in what's happened with 9/11, all the 9/11 references, the Twin Tower references that are just seem to be littered through reality. We may see the same thing again with the chair reference to do with what I'm going to show you, what I believe the throne is. Um, but we may see that again if there's another event that involves something that looks like a throne. Now all of a sudden people will be looking at chair references and going, "Oh bloody hell, that's insane!" Look how many chair references there are running back through all these videos. And then of course there'll be people that will be like, "Well, there was never this many chair references before. This is retro causality." Well, let's go and look, right? Let's do this decode, and then you can be the judge and decide um, what it all means. Anyway, who better than to try and explain this with but Madonna? This is the halftime show, the 2012 halftime show. Interestingly enough, Super Bowl 46. She is 64 now. So I don't know if that's saying anything there. I think it is, but you can probably guess where I'm going with that. But this chair, right? This throne that she's on as she's coming into the Super Bowl halftime show, right? There is a lot more stuff here in this whole show, which I'm not going into. I just want to focus in on what this thing is. And you can probably you already know what I'm going to say. If you're a regular on the channel, you already know I'm going to say this is the dam here. This is the Hoover Dam that she is sat on. But this is the throne as well. Yes, this is the throne. This is the Hoover Dam. Okay, so she's coming in on this throne, and so let's go to, actually, I've got it in paint and I can show you. Okay, forget all this nonsense over here that's written down. We might look into that here in a minute, but I can outline the back of the throne. Oh my lord. Okay, right here. It comes down. Okay, and what's nice about her little thing is you can make out these lines in the concrete here as well. And then here's the two arms right here. Okay, so we have, this is the throne, right? This is the back of the chair, and here's the two armrests. Okay, and then what we also have is, if I just go up a bit, you can't probably see these here, but if I were to go to another shot, you would be able to know what these are. There's two inlet towers, two there and two there. Okay, that feed the turbines, right? So there's two big old towers going way down, right? And those are the chair legs. I mean, they're what do I want to say, emphasized here on the face of the dam as well, with these pillars that are here. Okay, but I believe this is more of a reference with these pillars to the four pillars that are at the face of the temple. Okay, at the, like in Back to the Future on the clock tower, there's those four pillars. Okay, but I don't really want to get distracted too much with that. These, I believe, the 11 on this side and the 11 on this side is referencing the four chair legs. Okay, so this is the throne. Okay, right? This is the chair. Okay, so without getting too bogged down on that right now, let's what do I want to do here? What I want to do is I want to show you So we have this idea of the throne. Well, what we've got going on with the Hoover Dam is a different kind of throne, because what we've got is we've got this false idol sitting on the throne controlling everything. Okay, and what we are is actually stuck back here. Yeah, behind the dam. We're stuck in the system. This thing here, the gates here are closed. Yeah, it's this. That's closed off. No entry. No exit as well. Okay. I could have, hang on a minute. Let's do it in the Hoover. Let's do it in the Hoover colors, the Hoover Vacuum Cleaner Company colors. But this is what this is. No entry, right? There's no entry. There's no exit, right? So this is the problem, right? We're stuck up here, inside this thing. Yeah. If you look at the toilet, because this is what this is. This is a chair that is all to do with water. Okay. To put it simply, this throne is the toilet, right? And where are we stuck? We're stuck up here. Yeah. We're stuck right here. So the problem is, let's see if I've got I know I've got a picture up here because I was like looking at it earlier. Here we are. Here it is, the golden throne. You know, this is where we're stuck in the cistern. Yeah, above the dam. Yeah, we're stuck up here. We're renting. We've gone down in the toilet. Train spotting. We're renting. We've gone down in the toilet and we're stuck in there. Okay, we're stuck in the cistern, which is the system. Okay, the cistern is the system. Are you following this? That's where we're stuck. We're stuck inside the actual this throne. We're actually stuck inside it. We need to come out of the thing, get ourselves back out of there, and basically sit on it as king now. Okay, as the king died on the thing as well, if you recall. And that's the problem, when we, that's the symbolism there. When we're on, when we're in the, when we're on this thing. I know this is kind of contrary to what I just said, but when we're on this thing, we're kind of when we're in the water throne on the toilet, we're dead. When we're in it, we're dead. All right, we've got to come out of it to be alive. Okay, so this chair symbolism shows up in a ton of places, right? Here we go again. The interesting thing as well is who else is stuck, because the true man is stuck in this system, right? The expression of the divine Holy Spirit is also stuck there as well, because we've not come out of this thing. I don't know if that makes sense to people. You see here we've got the bathtub ring, that's what they call it at Lake Mead, and we've got the white and the blue of the bathtub. Now does the bathtub references of people dying in the bathtub, does that give you an indication of what that means, to die in the bathtub? Okay, that bathtub there is where Mary is stuck as well. Because when we're dead, we're not expressing the true Holy Spirit of Mary. We are stuck in the dam still. Okay, we're stuck behind a great big moon-colored rock, which is, this is the rock that's got to be rolled out of the way. Okay, this is the bloody eclipse right here. Right, this is the moon sitting in front of the sun. Back inside here, the sun is stuck inside here. Okay, so it's, I mean, when you look at the symbolism, it's pretty much all the same symbolism, right? But this chair thing shows up in dozens of places. Here, look, here's Blue Monday. Blue Monday, New Order. The dog stuck on top of the chairs. These are the false thrones. Okay, and this thing is gonna, at some point in the music video, this thing collapses. Okay, The reason why I bring this up is because this video is loaded with some um, with Twin Towers stuff as well. And so I just wanted to point out, and there's a nice vacuum cleaner in the background in it, So we have all the kind of references to the Hoover as well in here. But this is why I bring this up, Even the Madonna video Ghost Town, again with the chair references here. Yeah, she's about to smash these chairs up. Okay, she's about to smash chairs up. And what does that mean? This is the system self-destructing here. Okay, she is the corona right here, smashing up the damn chairs, the throne that she's sitting on. I mean, it's in here several times. Look, here we go. Let me go on a bit and I'll show you again. Here's the chair laying on its side right here. She's got her head down. She's essentially dead at this point. The system is not working right now. Okay, and here's the chair lying on its side. Here's another favorite. Where have I got it? I thought I had it up here. Here we are. Depeche Mode. Yeah, we got the king walking around with the blue deck chair. Okay, the throne again here. Right, they got actually, what I didn't realize this until I'd seen one of 88. I think it was 88 Finis Temporis had something referencing Enjoy the Silence, but it was a World Trade Center version. I didn't realize they had a counterpart, a twin version to this video until very recently. I mean, this is something that I've watched probably. I've watched it dozens of times. This video, super interesting, super loaded. The words super loaded. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it just shows the reference to the chair just shows up everywhere. It's in so many films. It's I mean, I don't know what else to say. People getting tied up on chairs, in films and stuff. You know what I mean? It's I mean, when somebody makes that connection, and then becomes a reference. The Hoover Dam collapsing becomes a reference to the throne collapsing, which again, what we've just had with the Queen. Yeah, she's come off the throne. That is essentially, she represents the throne. That throne has fallen. Okay, so again, and here's the chair legs in the dollar bill. Here's the 1-1, the 11 on this side of the dollar bill, and here's the 11 on this side of the dollar bill, the 1-1. Okay, so the 11-11 that is in the Hoover Dam, where the 1 is residing right now, that is referenced in the dollar bill, 11-11. A very important date. So if we go back to my little bit of scribble here, so what we have in the Hoover Dam is this 11-11 referenced, right? This is where the Christ is the cross. Yeah. Interestingly, the cross is right here, between the two 11s that are inside the Hoover Dam, inside the inlet side of the Hoover Dam, right? So if we go to the dollar bill and all the main dates, well, some of the main dates that are in the dollar bill, we've got right here, right? The 8-11, the 9-11, and this is all November dates now, okay? But September the 11th is also referenced in the dollar bill. But 9-11 is the number that is missing between two folds, which is this fold here and this fold here, okay? And that's the number that is missing between those two things, which is the 9-11, okay? And then we have the 11-11 with our number 1s on each side of the dollar bill. And we have that on both sides of the dollar bill as well. But, and again, this is our 10-11 fold. This is I think this is the main fold on the dollar bill, right? This is super important. This is the cycle, okay? And so what happened is this disappeared on 9/11. This 11 disappeared, and then we enter into the cycle, right? Into the 10. We go through the cycle, and so 10 is also the representation of, will be the end of the cycle, moving into this 11/11 ritual, even though I don't think it's going to happen on 11/11. But what we have going on, if we look at it in terms of Christ, we have the death, which would be 9/11, and the death is also the birth as well, because you've got to remember that when you are born in the world physically, you are physically born, yeah, as a perfect being. But the problem is we go straight into the matrix, which essentially means that we're born and die at exactly the same time. As soon as that birth certificate is created, symbolically, that's the death. That's the man becoming the fictional person at that point, the fictional twin, and that thing takes over, okay? And that is symbolically the death of man as well. It gets complicated, but you see how the same numbers work for two different meanings, okay? But we have the death on 9/11. We're in the system. This is the Odyssey, if you like, and then we've got to have the rebirth, which is 11/11, which again programmed into us with World War One, Armistice Day, Remembrance Sunday, 11/11. So remember, yeah. These are the members, yeah, all four members here. So this is what's going on. Now, if I could get to the point, I wanted to just show you the counterpart October dates, because I just thought this was interesting, and this will follow on into another video, which maybe I'll just bring this up in the next video as well. But the point is, there's two dates in here, right? And the two dates that are interchangeable is this day here, okay, in the dollar bill, which is the 10th of November, okay, and the other day is the 11th of October. They're the same symbolism, yeah. 11/10 or 10/11. Depends which way you want to say the date around. Doesn't really matter. I just have it around this way because it makes more sense with 9/11. It just makes it just makes more sense, right, to explain. And so this day, these two dates are interchangeable. This is the middle of the whole thing, right? So there is a date in here, this 10/10, right, which is essentially, we're looking at a date that represents the same thing here. 10/10 represents the same as 9/11 in terms of, I've got a D written here for the death, and then the R is the rebirth, okay? So I've got a D written here for the death on 10/10. We're in the cycle, and then the rebirth would be the day after this day, which is 12/10. And so what's interesting about this is the 1, here we are, the X, yeah, the cross is in the system, right? Here is our 11/11. Here we are inside the dam, okay? 11 times 11 is 121, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for that little bit of the decode, because what I want to do is pick this decode up in another video. In fact, well, you know what, I could just stick it at the end of here because I've already kind of half done it. No, you know what, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so you can see some of the symbolism with the 11/11 being in the Hoover Dam, and you can see how that equates to on October date as well. Interestingly enough, this October date this year was 7,700 days from 9/11, yeah? So we have the 77, which is encoded with Elvis's death, okay, on the throne, Okay, and then we also have this November date is also is 7730 days from 9/11, the original 9/11, 2001. Again, this is EL. Okay, this is L. So anyway, we have some interesting numbers that are popping up here. I'm going to leave it there for this one, and then what I'll do is I'll probably come back and we'll maybe use the same picture again in the next video. I'll leave it up and I'll do it in the next one. So stay tuned because I'll probably get that out pretty quick after this one. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.